And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Brady now on first down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. The Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. They're going to try and run this with Miller. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Panthers' 47-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Then he finds Gronk. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of
nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. A dump underneath to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To Evans on the slant. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Panthers 0. Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. That one complete to Anderson. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
45. Mike, 45.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Point is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
Joey Slye to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of
good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Brady, good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Brady now on first down. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
It's a good
gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, it's Brady. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
The Buccaneer first down.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Complete to
Scotty Miller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Buccaneers 14, Panthers 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
9-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
3rd and 3.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Buccaneers 14, Panthers 7.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, Bridgewater completes it to Samuel. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. The connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel for a Panther first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Throwing is Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Third down, Bridgewater. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the...
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
He was brought down.
Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Second and 6 at the Bucs' 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Carolina Panthers.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
45.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to get this inside the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Going for it all. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. Touchdown. DJ Moore. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Panthers 17. Buccaneers 14. Joey Slye to kick off.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Brady flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
What we got? Switch.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
9-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
The ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Brady. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This will be fielded at the 17. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
makes the score Buccaneers 21, Panthers 20.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Cooper on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Bridgewater gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
To Trenton Cannon.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Bridgewater to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Jones has it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Panthers 20.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Harold Cooper on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
First down.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Second and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Brady. The catch made by Miller. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it? They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Panthers 20.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. From the gun, Bridgewater winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Brady going to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they'll get this down to the 10. Brady to his tight end, Brate, for the Tampa Bay 1st.
10-yard line.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So that one will be accepted. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 16-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
4th down and goal.
Here's Matt Gay now for the Bucs field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Gay's kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
38.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And Bridgewater able to get this complete to Anderson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
34-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater again. Steps away to his left. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And they will take a knee here.
Brady on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Brady on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.